Hi, welcome everyone. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Thursday, the 7th of July, 2022, 7/7/22. Nice. Good numerology there. 2s are miraculous, 7s bring heaven to earth. Ooh. What's in store for us in the energy atmosphere today? You know, we have the sun in Cancer, the moon is in Libra. And we have a waxing half moon right now. Great time for us to be investing some energy in our dream, our vision, whatever is creatively in front of us and evolving on the horizon. Let's take a look at the first card for us. We're using Mystical Moments Tarot. And we have the King of Cups. What an interesting card. This whole deck is really quite interesting. Highly recommend it if you are a collector of tarot. And the energy that I feel off this card right out of the gate is resolution. So take a look that he's holding a ship, and then we have some tumultuous water with, I want to say Leviathans in the water. What I sense here is duality here in the water, creating some sort of tumultuous energy for us. So the King of Cups is holding this ship above it all. And so this card speaks to resolution. And it feels as though it is resolution in evolution as we shift a frequency of energy that no longer serves us. So for example, let's say you are thinking and feeling in a way that's really comfortable to you and you catch yourself doing it, and there's a bit of programming and belief system in that comfortable way of thinking and contemplating and turning things over. Though, is the frequency right? Is the frequency in harmony? And I sense here that the king is letting us know that it isn't. So for a more expansive example, well, I'll use myself. Okay, so I like to know. When I know whatever it is I need to know, I can do something with it. When energies are more vague or amorphous for me, there can be the cloud of confusion. And in the cloud of confusion can be a tendency toward a patterned way of thinking. Meaning I could be filling in the blanks with an old energy, with what I don't know. I could fill in the blanks with programming. And that can create doubt and worry because the ego gets engaged. And I feel that the King of Cups here is showing us to elevate the frequency we are thinking within. So if we're thinking anyway, we're projecting in some way. And that is removing us from the now. So I feel the resolution is in the now. And what can you know in the now? This is where we want to move to a conversation with the universe that begins with a question such as, what have I not considered? Please show me. And that'll take us out of filling in any blank, anything we don't know, with a bit of programming, an old belief system, and lower frequency energy. So let's, as the king would suggest here, rise above the subjective energies of our emotional woundedness. One wouldn't really consider that we are acting on emotional wound when we're filling in a blank, though that is exactly what we're doing. We could, with what we do not know or what has not revealed itself to us in the now moment, the ego will gladly fill in with an old story. So I feel that this beautiful, intuitive, emotionally awake, aware, alert, intimate king is showing us how to live with flexibility within our emotions. Emotions are temporary, feelings are temporary. They come, they go, they ebb, they flow. And we get stuck when we land on the one thing that feels uncomfortable to us. And then we begin elaborating energetically. So this is a card all about shifting frequency for us today. Catch yourself and do it with unconditional loving kindness, compassion, self-support. And when we catch ourselves filling in blanks with what we don't know that comes out of an ego story, let's elevate it for ourselves. Let's move into a different heart-centered awareness, come back to the now, and just acknowledge that we're there, and then speak through our heart center with the divine, all that is. What have I not considered? Please show me. Take a few breaths and be in your heart space and move through it. Next two cards. Beautiful. We have the moon. See, there is something just below the surface, and it is being revealed to us in our intuition, within the moonlight, the borrowed light of the sun. We will be shown in a way that is different and unexpected, which is wonderful because that brings surprise, delight, epiphany, and aha, doesn't it? The moon comes with the Knight of Pentacles. Gorgeous card. So we need not rush to judgment. That's the energy I feel here. We're in resolution within our emotional field, and we could easily lean into our tendencies toward filling in blanks with old stories. We're being encouraged to allow what's in the divine flow to reveal itself to us in its own timing, and to move forward slowly, steadily, not rushing to any judgment, not rushing to fill in a blank, and decide that how things are evolving in the now moments are connected to our attachments with past experience that has been less than favorable. Powerful energy. Where's this all going? But into the Nine of Pentacles, naturally it would, wouldn't it? This is how we become interdependent, not codependent. What's one of the first things you used to do, perhaps, when this scenario was unfolding just a few years ago? You'd call your friend, you'd lament what you didn't know, you'd talk, you'd attempt to solve all the so-called problems, though you filled it in. You filled in blanks with, well, maybe it's this and maybe it's that, or maybe it's because I feel this way. That's all a bunch of BS now. That's not to discredit the importance of the spiritual journey and learning to be more heart-centered. It's all a part of it, though it doesn't have a place in the here or the now. So this is why the king has come out in the way that he has, showing us to elevate our emotional ship from the turbulent waters of what once was, and to move on slowly, steadily, in a grounded fashion into the Nine of Pentacles. Another very grounded card here. And in the minor arcana, she is the equivalent for me intuitively of the Empress. So that's beautiful. Go there. Go to your Empress energy. Go to your divine feminine, and be in receptivity to what is on offer to you in the divine flow of wisdom. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, beautiful. Because this moves our energy in a loving way. And the Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance himself. He carries the Ace of Cups in his hands. And where's he going? Where is he taking this energy? Right into the Hanged Man, right into enlightenment. Yes, this is exactly what we can do for ourselves. We can go and tell the old story, stay in turbulent waters, go with what's familiar or what's known, And this would be less than ideal, though there is a comfort in that. That's where the Devil card would show up for us in the reading. Now, we're not seeing that yet. And we may, we still have to take a look at what's on the bottom of the deck. However, we're leaning more toward enlightenment. How can we enlighten ourselves? By being the love and the light that we are. And is that love and that light in harmonic frequency with turbulence, emotional turbulence? Not likely. So what's beautiful about this is that in the course of a day, from one now moment to the next now moment, we're going to rise on these waves of emotion, and we're going to descend on them as well. And we get to choose how we want to feel. we can take ourselves out by remembering an old script, right? And go down that old road, but it's not comfortable for us. So we wisely pause in the journey, and we gather ourselves, we garner our gains, we pull in all of our wisdom from our lessons learned, our journey walked thus far, and we move into greater enlightenment. We can pause and allow the moon to reveal intuitively to us what is true, what's true and now and right. Beautiful cards. Let's take a look at what's on the bottom of the deck now. First card, Temperance. So this is what the universe has to say. This is what's going on behind the scenes, what we may not find glaringly obvious to us in these moments. So draw on these cards and know that this is what the universe is in motion with on our behalf. So we have Temperance, we have change, we have alchemy, and it is change. It is alchemy to think differently, feel differently, live differently, and be here now, isn't it? So once we challenge ourselves and that old script, we are creating a change on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, for ourselves. And we don't know exactly where that will shake out. And we do understand that sometimes alchemy is explosive, though that explosive style energy may be just the kind of change required to set a new frequency for ourselves. Yeah, look at this, because the next card is the Death card. That's transformation. Simultaneous endings and beginnings. So we're bringing this old patterned way into resolution and transformation so that we can live in a new light, love, and life. Followed now by, oh, that's great. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So we have the slowest moving knight and the fastest, the most swift knight. Now this again is the energy of the universe. We will begin to sail, to fly through energies that we find familiar, though discordant. Excellent. We resolve them swiftly and in a grounded way, because the Knight of Swords has us moving into the Four of Pentacles. That has us letting go of that old way of being that really doesn't serve us, followed now by the Page of Swords. So we have new, fresh ideas, new inspirations, new energies to consider. Then we have the Six of Cups, because our self-relationship, our soulmate self-relationship is of utmost importance to us. Harmony within our divine feminine, divine masculine. We're going to touch on nostalgia and reminiscing energies yet again, because that does come along with the Six of Cups, though it's in a balanced and harmonic way. So while we reminisce, while we visit something nostalgic to us, we may also find that the nostalgia and the reminiscing links us to the old story that we could insert into the blank spaces of what we don't know now. So here we go again. In true soulmate relationship to self, we will reach out to the divine and ask, what have I not considered? Please show me. And then we will allow the moon energy, to reveal it to us in its unusual light, while we wisely pause in the action and allow that revelation to come. Then we have last two cards. This is beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles, a doorway of opportunity, a card of great love, and the universal hand saying there's new blessings on offer to you. Come this way, step this way. And where does that lead? But to the Ace of Cups. One of our most beautiful and favored cards in tarot that we see a whole lot of. So that's love, bliss, joy, and happiness on overflow being gifted to us by the divine all, because we've chosen to challenge ourselves and resolve energies that don't serve us any longer, as we put the ego that appears as a Leviathan at times to peace, to rest, and to ease through transformation and temperance. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look at angel answers. If you got a question, put it to these cards. Look for confirmation for something that is most relevant to you, or simply allow your angels to whisper a fresh message. Our first card is Don't Stop. Yeah. I got journey in my mind again. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself and your ability to navigate some of the emotional turbulence that may come up. It's not as big as it potentially feels in the moment, most especially when you come right to heart space and say, put it out there. What have I not considered? How can I see this differently? Where is there enlightenment in this experience of now for me? Okay, next. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No need to worry. Worry will take you right out of the now. So no need to do that. So instead, listen to your intuition and trust that. That's a message that has been on offer to us, well, since this channel began. I think 3, maybe 4 years ago now. I can't even remember. Though, especially in recent weeks, the cards have been shoving that message under our noses. And look at this, get more information. Yeah, don't go to the old information. Don't go to the history book script of your life. While some of those, the history book of your life includes a whole lot of facts and experiences. Are they now? No, they were then. So what's now? What is now? Take the wisdom, take the knowledge, take the experience and integrate it into the tapestry you are weaving for now. Last one, I'm going to pull, oh, actually, I'm going to take 2 off the bottom of Angel Answers, because we have romance and we have big happy changes. You are the greatest romance of your entire life. Your self-relationship, your divine masculine, your divine feminine is the greatest romance ever. And do know that as you embrace this romance within yourself, you create big happy changes because of your inner happiness, because of your inner romance and your love of self and love of life. I'll say it again. It's the way you show up when you embrace yourself like this. And it is the way you will be met by the world. And that is fulfillment. That's the 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups that we continue to see. Excellent. And so, so lovely. Let's take a look at how our soulful presence is whispering to us today. We're using the energy oracle deck, oracle cards. Our first. You just have to love that attachment. Excellent card. I mean, I even spoke the word in the reading today. Attachment, being attached to the old way, the old story. And fancy that, we have the Angel of Balance now. We're harmonizing our attachments. How gorgeous is that? All right, next we have from the Mermaid Oracle, final thoughts on the reading. 2 cards out of that shuffle. Oh, this is a pretty one. Move forward. We have that energy. This confirms the beautiful knights that we've got in the reading too. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. We are moving forward. We are not stopping. Excellent. And then we have Another nod to paying attention to our intuition. Inner knowing. Trust your inner knowing. You'll know the difference between your inner knowing and your doubtful ego when you move into a thought pattern of, well, it could mean this. Right there, you're out of the now. And you're not necessarily in a field of truth or brilliant clarity. If it could mean this, because your ego is fearful of an attachment being recognized, it will fill in the blank with self-protection from exposure to potential betrayal beyond the self. Though the betrayal that is happening is right there in that moment by disconnecting from the heart space and moving into the ego space. So check that. Again, unconditional loving kindness, no judgment here. This is something we've all done, something we've all witnessed, and something that has been modeled for us. And so there is a tendency, a well-worn path to go there. And here we are choosing to be a trailblazer and carve out a whole new path for ourselves. I did shuffle out one card from the Spirit Animal deck, and we have Loon. Intuitive. Oh gosh, this reminds me, one day, I'm not in my normal space to do this reading. I'm somewhere else right now. And once, oh gosh, I think it was 2 years ago, a loon actually flew over and was calling when I was doing the reading. If you've never heard a loon call, play it for yourself. Google it so you can hear it. It is spectacular. Anyway, message of loon is intuitive. Shocking. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. See, inner knowing. Trust your intuition. Listen to your intuition. You have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Yeah. You are loved by you, your own soulful presence. You are loved by the divine, the universe. So show up like that and watch the miracles unfold in front of you. Have a beautiful Thursday, everyone. Peace, love, joy, and blessings. Namaste.